Hello students, today we are dealing with class 12th biology reproductive health part 1. So this is the fourth chapter. Now first, what is reproductive health? So it means healthy reproductive organs with normal functions. Means all the reproductive organs which are involved in the reproduction process when they are in normal functions. It means that we are reproductively healthy. Now, according to the World Health Organization, reproductive health means a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction. So it means total well-being. So the individual must be totally healthy with respect to reproductive organs. So it involves physical, means the body, the organs, emotional and behavioral, it means psychology or the mind, and social, how he behaves in the society. So according to WHO, reproductive health means all the aspects of reproduction, they should be totally well, like physical, emotional, behavioral and social. So it is just like health, but this is with respect to reproduction. India first initiated family planning in 1951. So in India, the concept of family planning started in 1951. In this program, there was that there should be a limit to the family. Then with time, improved programs operated, and now RCH or reproductive and child healthcare programs are being run. So they involve the well-being of the mother and child, vaccination and nutrition for mother and child. So family planning started in 1951, and now reproductive and child healthcare programs are being run throughout the country. Now this is the logo of RCH program. In this we can see a mother and a child. So it involves the well-being and care of mother and child. Now what are the main components of RCH or reproductive and child healthcare programs? So the main components are family planning, means the family should be limited. It should be limited to 2 children mainly. The child survival, so the newborn should survive. It should be given proper nutrition and care and safe motherhood program. So the mother should also be immunized and fed properly. Proper nutrition should be given to her. Prevention or management of RTI, so reproductive tract infections, sexually transmitted diseases and AIDS in particular. So these should be prevented from spreading. Client approach to healthcare, and everyone should be taught about healthcare. They should take proper minerals, nutrition in their diet. So these are the 4 main components of RCH program. Now, how can we spread awareness about reproductive health? So there are many methods, but there are 4 main areas. First is audio, visual and print media. So audio means through the voice or radio. Visual means television, and print media means newspapers and magazines. So we see many articles, many programs in the media which create awareness about reproductive health and diseases. So they are used by government as well as non-government agencies to create awareness among the people. So this is the first method. Parents, close relatives, teachers and friends, so they can also be involved to spread the information. Sex education, so it has been introduced in schools for adolescence age, the age of adolescence. in which changes occur in the body and related changes. So children are taught about the changes which take place in body and how they should manage, and STDs, so about sexually transmitted diseases. So sex education is a new concept in schools. Educating fertile couples, so the couple which are in the age of marriage, they are taught about methods of birth control, how they can plan their family. Care of pregnant mothers, so the mothers which are pregnant, they should be given proper nutrition. Postnatal care, so postnatal means after birth, natal means birth. So after the birth of a child, the mother and the child both should be taken care of. So this involves postnatal care of mother and child. So these are the four main methods of spreading awareness. Now amniocentesis. Amniocentesis is a fetal sex determination test. It is used to find the sex of the fetus. It is based on chromosomal pattern in amniotic fluid surrounding the developing embryo. So when the embryo develops inside the mother, a fluid surrounds the embryo and it is called amniotic fluid. It has the same cells as the developing embryo. So if we collect the cells from fluid, we can find the chromosome pattern in the fluid, XX or XY. So it was actually started to identify genetic disorders, but later it was misused for sex determination. So now it has been banned due to increasing female feticide, because if there is a female embryo, then it is killed inside the mother body, and this disturbs the sex ratio of the nation. So it has been banned. Now new practices are also being used. First is ban on amniocentesis, so it has been banned. Massive child immunization, so the children are being immunized in large scale, like we see the polio campaign. Research on reproductive related areas, so many researches are going on to improve new apparatus like Saheli. It is a oral contraceptive pill which has been developed by CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow. It is once a week pill, so it is used one pill a week by female to prevent conception or pregnancy. So it has been prepared in India. So many new practices are being going on to improve health. Now in this figure we can see a brief view of amniocentesis. So placenta, then embryo, amniotic fluid, it surrounds the embryo and we can take the cells, then centrifuge it, separate it. Here there is amniotic fluid and amniotic cavity, and in the uterus we can see this whole embryo. So when it is cultured in lab, we can find the chromosome number in the cells. So it has been banned. Population explosion. We know that population of the world is increasing, and in India also the same condition is prevalent. So how can we control population? First let us see the data. World population was 2 billion or 2000 million in 1900. So in 1900 world population was 2 billion, but by 2000 it reached 6 billion. So 3 times it increased. Then in India the population in 1947 was 350 million. So when India became independent, the population was 350 million, but it was close to billion by 2000, and it crossed 1 billion in May 2000. So it is increasing very rapidly. Every sixth person in the world is Indian. According to 2001 census report, in which we know that population is being counted after every 10 years, the growth rate of India was 1.7% per year, or per 1017 people are increased. At this rate, the population of India can double in 33 years. So in next 33 years, it is possible that the population will double at this rate. So we must control the population. Now, reasons for population increase. Why is the population increasing? So we know that because of better medical facilities, there is a rapid decline in death rate. So the death rate has decreased. Maternal mortality rate. Maternal means mother, mortality means death rate. So the mother death rate is also decreased, and infant or child mortality rate during birth is also decreased. As a result, the population has increased due to better medical facilities. Increase in number of people in reproducible age. So in India, we know that the people in reproducible age, the age of marriage, the youth, they are more. So population of India has increased very rapidly. So these are two main reasons. Now how can we overcome the increase? To motivate smaller families by using contraceptive methods. We must motivate people to have small families so that the population can be under control. So you might be knowing the slogan, Hum do, Hamare do. This is a very old slogan, V2 and R2 in English. So every family should have 2 children. And in some cities, people are also following V2 and R1 norm. So this is one method. Here we can see the slogan, Hum do, Hamare do. So mother and father, 2 children, and inverted red triangle. This is the symbol of family planning. So we can remember it. Now the second is statutory raising marriageable age. So we know that by law the marriageable age has been increased. So the female, it has been 18 years and male is 21 years of marriage. Previously it was lower. So incentives to couple with small families. The couple which have small family or less children, they are given certain incentives or concession by government like bonus and promotions in jobs. So this will help in decreasing the population. Now to decrease the population and to limit the family, there are certain methods which are used, which are called contraceptive, and they delay the pregnancy. So what are the properties of an ideal contraceptive? So it should be user friendly. The person who is using, he should not be harmed by the method. Easily available, so it should be easily available in the market. It should be effective, so it should work always. It should be reversible, so that when it is discontinued, there should be no or least side effects on the user, and it should not interfere with sexual drive or act of the user. So the person who is using it, he should not be interfered. So his normal reproduction process should go on. So these are the features of an ideal contraceptive. Okay children, thanks.